So, as you should know, I'm doing everything I can do to speak out now that I've been able to collaborate through all the reasoning and writing that I've done. Trying to figure out stuff that's happening in my life. And so, and not only that, like I wrote because I like to write. I wrote because I would like to write lyrics, and I just thought creative writing. But on top of that, there was also always something happening to me that I needed to figure out what and where is this coming from, how is this happening to me, how is this constantly happening to me, and why is it always seeming like it's not my fault, but it's actually being co-created, I guess. But you feel it, and it's an energy that doesn't lie because, well, it was being co-created. Co-conspirators of the efforts of completely taxing me in a way that was to remove me from being able to even surface the crimes as they were happening to me. So I'm not only trying to be an influencer through what I've been having happen to me, but I'd also like to work in charity. I'd also like to work in the music business in my own fashion and independently, and be an independent artist and grow up other independent artists and influencers who would like to do more with their lives than work at McDonald's and podunky just be asleep to a reality that others are living out here. Because, if people are just going to remain asleep to a seriousness of this kind of magnitude of crime, then I guess just maybe everyone's just okay with being gamed up, or maybe they work on two different sides of the coin, where if they do this job and they have they do some real job and they have a secret family type of connection that makes it for them to be able to not care what they do for work because they're all taken care of because of the crime family and the syndicate that they run with. Well, then you can see where the cares go, and you can see where original hearts might go a little amiss. In the timeliest of fashions. As such, in relationships that you're in family and close ties with, and people can still move about that way, well, again, you see where hearts go, because when a person is called and anointed by the Lord, it's not like a decision that we would choose anything else. It's a decision that we feel has been made for us by our Creator in heaven, who loves us dearly, and even all of these people running with evils that just can't. You can throw like two twin towers full of reason in their repertoire of thought process, and they still just are going to work within syndicate and meaning to break you and break your spirit. So if I've been hurt this bad and for so long, it makes you sort of give up. And I'm not trying to give up. I've never been internally giving up. It's just been hard to surface the words and reaching out to people around you when some days you're barely holding on. You're barely breathing. You're barely feeling like you should even be able to perform how you are with the pain that surfaced in your body by the chemicals, by the attacks, and all of that aftermath from a very covert poisoning meaning to kill me and perform this identity theft. So once you reach on actually being able to surface the words, the next real problem is finding actual hearts out here that care, who who aren't gamed up not only can understand what you're saying, because obviously people that are working in double-sided and double minds and double ways know verbatim what you're saying is true, which is exactly why I believe that we need to create these smear campaigns to just try and drive the pain that they already know that they created into the ground that much further. And so, much like my car going to shit here, that they know is going to shit. They know they could have helped me before, and I've asked for help. They don't have it in them to help you. And the reason is because they can flip their car every 6 months. They can do whatever they need to do because they're being taken care of by the syndicate. And so they're being blackmailed. They're being gamed up just as much as I am, but they're running with it. They're like, well, if I got no choice in the matter, I guess I have to perform in a certain way, or my livelihood's at stake. And they're like, 7, 8 years old and shit like that, So it's putting people within a real problem in the world. And that's where I'm speaking from, seeking the influencers that can help me change this course within my life and hopefully within other people's lives as well. No one needs to be like, I don't know, just flopping on the ground without any help when there's literally garages out there full of pallets and pallets and pallets of money. And you're talking about trillions of dollars where these people just print money out of thin air. Yet you go to work, you go to work and work for it, and slave for it. And while you're slaving for it, they're going to game up your reality. So it's just a joke. And anyone that doesn't see it as a joke, well, good luck redeeming yourself in the end and escaping God. Because how are you going to go about doing and robbing God of the truth of what the fuck is going on out here in the world? You're not going to be able to. So I'm siding with the real influencers, spreading about real light, and not playing about some script at play, needing to snake people out of their realities and break people down in a much concerning fashion. But if people aren't concerned about that kind of sabotage, and they themselves don't think that they have reason in it of themselves to think like, I should try and personally put together a campaign, or me and my friends should personally try and put together a campaign and help this guy grow from the places that he's been put in. And if people can't even do so much as that, or like think that there's any resource out here available at all for people dealing with this silent war zone built by proxy, built by snaking your reality, your mind, your health, keeping you poisoned up, out of state and out of yourself, and just bled out to die emotionally, physically, everything. People don't care about that kind of war zone that can be created over a person's life to be able to now come out and say it. Well, imagine me coming out and saying it as if I was 8 years old. Because the length of time that this crime has been, find me as an 8-year-old boy. Reach me as an 8-year-old boy. To be able to speak out against these people that are leaving life, true life, living, love, prosperity, happiness, joy, all completely leveled off out here. And so my deliverance ministry is very forthright against against these people, and it's a gang stalking deliverance. We want to be delivered from these crimes that people have been taking over our lives and getting away with it. So if you can't support me in my effort, please share my message. I'm also on Cash App. It's the money sign. Chase your dreams today. I encourage all the support I can get out here. Thanks for being here. For those that aren't trolls, and those who actually do have hearts still within the messes that they're living through. Because it is hard. It's very hard. It's because places and positions of where they set me into, it is a character that is assassinated. It's a character that is totally gamed up in their reality. And it is the character that does go and hurts these people back, shoots them, whatever. And the sad part about it is that they're the same people that get in trouble if they don't succeed in a mission in that kind of way. And the scariest part about it is about it all is that the police are protecting them. The rapey, the fucking generational curses, the demonic shit show that's out here, all gamed up with their super flawless vision over their world craft, the art of war. So please, if you do have time, resource, energy, or anything that you could donate to the cause, please do so. Again, I'm looking to reach an influencer much like Andrew Tate or Tristan Tate, who can support me in my efforts and help me to grow forward from this in a very positive and forward fashion from the current world status into a better world status. Thanks for being here and supporting me. Peace.